To continue with project Word 7, the next item I'm going to do is at the top of my document where it says managing the vast amounts of information. I'm going to put my cursor right before the M in managing, and we're going to create what's called a drop cap. And this is done by going under the Insert tab and going over here to Drop Cap and put dropped. And now what we can do is actually go back to the Home tab and we can change the color of that. They want us to change it to let's make sure I get the correct one. Accent 1 Lime Darker 25, which is that one there. And that just sets off the paragraph by capitalizing that letter and making it look pretty neat. Alright, so I'm going to come down, and next we're going to do a little manipulation. I'm going to move my cursor before library on the first page, it's the second column. I'm going to click there, and I'm going to go under page layout, go to breaks, and I'm going to insert a next page section, next page section break. Yes, next page section break. And what that does is that pushes everything there down to the next page, onto the next page. All right, which will help us set up for the next part. Next part's a little tricky, and actually I'm going to show you one way. The book slightly mentions it, but I'm going to show you how I actually came to the conclusion to do this. Before I do this, I need to add at the end of this area right here, I'm going to add an area in parentheses that says article continues on next page. And they want us to make that italicized and right aligned. Alright, now my cursor is the beginning of the section break, and the next item they want us to do is insert what's called a column break. Now the instructions of the book are a little vague, but it also says another way you can do this is by holding down Control, hit Shift, and Enter. So I'm going to hold down Control, hit Shift, and hit Enter, and that creates a column break, and it moves cursor up to the next column, which is exactly what we want to happen. And at the top of the third column, I'm going to insert some text from another data file. So what I'm going to do is have my cursor up here and go back to Insert, go to Object, we go Text from File, and I'm going to use the Campus Post Announcements and insert that. And that brings in more text for us, again without needing to type. Okay, I'm going to save this before we go on to the next part. Next part's, I'll just keep on going here. I'm going to create what's called a pull quote. And the way you do this is I'm still under the Insert tab. I'm going to insert a text box, but a special kind of text box. There's a number of different formatted text box. I'm going to create what's called a WISP quote. And this can be moved around pretty easily and neatly, and we're going to add our text here, and the text will actually come in. We're going to copy text from our body of our document. I'm going to copy from down here. It says lifelong skills needed. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come up in our text box. I'm going to paste that in there. I just need to make that capital L. Okay, the citation here, we need to give credit where credit is due. So this is the Association of College and Research Libraries. All right, and this part here is a little tricky, but I'm going to show you how it's done. Is they want us to kind of condense this text box a little bit, and my goal is to make it look like figure 7-56. And to do that, I need to add what are called break characters, which are basically holding down Shift and hit Enter. So after skills, I'm going to hit Shift and Enter, and you notice it puts a little sideways arrow there. After the word needed, I'm going to do the same thing. And then down here by needed again. And that helps. And then I can pull the body of this in and pull this down a little bit. And it may not look exact, but try to get it to look as best as you can in this area. Actually, it has this under format. We can put the exact height and see if this works. 2 by 1.94, and this is again figure 7-56. That's not bad. Okay, and the next little step we're going to do in here is still under format. Is I'm going to change this to orange, and they want us to use this orange here. And then the trickiest part of this is getting it positioned correctly. And this may be a little difficult, but again, do the best you can on this. You want us to move it down. I'm trying to get it to look like figure 7-58. Okay, that's not bad. So let me save that, and we'll move on from there.